Hello, I am here. Sorry that I haven't been doing any videos. I'm not sure what happened. I guess I do know what happened. I think I've been depressed. I think that's what it is. Dad's gone. I did the video, said I was going to do videos because of him, and every time I do one, it reminds me of him, and it is kind of depressing. The whole situation is depressing. It's just a horrible debacle. Everyone is still present and accounted for. We still have 14 chickens. The cold weather has not deterred them in any way. It's freezing. You'll probably see that the landscape has changed quite a bit since my last video. All the leaves are gone. They're not just brown, friends. They are gone. So yeah, that's what's happening. I also think that my mental state is directly connected to my diet, and I've been eating like shit, so that might be a little bit of it. I haven't been eating properly, so that's probably a lot of it, of the mental issues that I've been having. A lot of it too is the business has kind of got me down. That's really frustrating me. So yeah, there's a lot of things that's going on that's just got me in a little bit of a funk, but I've been trying to pull myself out of it. We did a festival this weekend that was actually pretty good. It was at a local high school, so we did that, and it was really good. The one that we did before that, like 2 weeks ago, was not real good. I mean, we made some money, but it wasn't near what we needed to make. So there was that, and there just wasn't anybody there. I think the event was poorly advertised. They didn't really do any kind of social media outreach at all. There were just like little signs around town. It was a very, very small event. This other one that we did this weekend was much bigger. There were probably 200 crafters, maybe. There were a lot. It was huge. It was spread throughout one of the high school. We have two big, huge high schools here. Excuse me. And it was in the smaller of the two big high schools. But it was throughout the entire school. I think they have like 3 gyms. All 3 gyms were full. The cafeteria was full. We were in a hallway. But there was still a lot of traffic. They kind of had it set up where you could just wander the halls of the school, and there were crafters in every nook and cranny. So, it was pretty cool. Met a lot of really cool people. Got the word out. Got some of my new products out there in front of people. Some R&D on pricing and, what people are looking for these days. So that was a really, really good thing. So, little update on what we've been doing. Well, goodness, Faddle, you've got some straw stuck to your bum. So, update on the chickens. Everybody's doing pretty good. As you see, Faddle is still saddled. The Faddle in a saddle. But they're starting to pick at her butt. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm not going to zoom in because it's really gross. Kind of like what they did with Fiddle, if you've been with me for a little bit. Her companion chicken that passed. Not as bad. I've been keeping an eye on it. It might just be overstress from this gentleman right here. I don't see anything oozing. I just see a little bit of redness and some where the other hens have been picking on her. Some poos getting stuck on it, but I don't think it's any kind of gleat or anything of that nature. That's doing well. Oswald still attacks me every time I walk in the enclosure. He got me pretty good a couple weeks ago. Got me on the back of the leg. So yeah, there's that. I do have pictures of our setup from this. Or not everyone, a few people have asked to see our work and what we do. So I did take pictures of our setup, and I was going to go ahead and add those here so you guys could see just a little bit of what we do. So I will go ahead and do that right now. So there you go, just a little montage of what we do, some of our goodies. I've discovered that the pricing on my keychains is too high, that no one wants to pay what they should for my husband's work, which is, you know, very high quality, if I do say so myself. Yeah, other than that, people generally seem to really like it. I just think that my pricing was a little bit off, which I'm going to fix. Yes, we did make every single item there, not the tables, not the tablecloths. We did make several of the fixtures, and all of the stuff there. But yeah, excuse me, I made all those keychains in like 5 days. That was in the run-up to the first failed show that we did. And then, so I made all of those in 5 days, and my fingers are still calloused and blistered from, they're not blistered, they were blistered, but I've got these mean calluses on my fingers from pressing down on these things to sand them, because once you do the laser work, you have to sand off the char, because you can buy this like contact paper to put on top of it so that the char doesn't affect what, you know, the wood underneath, but that stuff's expensive. So I just put in the elbow grease and you know, do the sanding. It looks like something's been bedding down here. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Anyway, so more about the chickens. I moved the favrils. We had to open up this part right here because we're getting ready to make a spot in the shed where the favrils can winter. My gracious, girls, did you guys, what is up with all the feathers? Those were not there yesterday. Oh my, I hope there wasn't something down here terrorizing them. That's a lot of missing feathers. Anyway, so I moved them. They were here, as you can see by the dead grass. I had this long run set up, right? And of course, Mr. Man sitting there watching them. Anyway, had this long run set up for them that was just kennels. And then I moved them over here and set up this little fenced area right here for them, right? Well, then they started eating my blackberry bushes. So I had to fix that. But anyway, so I was giving them, you know, space to run over here because we like to do that. And then we are going to cut a little hole right here where the ick is. We're going to resheathe the bottom half of this. We're going to put another piece of plywood right here to kind of reinforce that. And we're going to make an enclosure in here on the other side from the big chickens. We had to do some repair work in here. This bottom, see, when the water gets really bad, it comes in on this corner and flows through the shed and out the door, right? So this board over here sees a lot of water. It sees a lot of weathering from water and such. So we had to completely remove this board and replace it with another 2x4 stud. And this is the anchor points for the shed, these little screws. So we had to implement a little genius thing there. Not we meaning upper management. I assisted with this, but I certainly did not come up with this. The bottom halves of these 2x4s were completely rotted through. You can see they weren't they were in pretty bad shape. So we replaced those up about a foot and then put in some bracing for it. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah, so we got rid of all the icky that was coming out of this. This stuff needs to be removed because that's not going to be used anymore. But yeah, so we're going to cut a hole right here for the favrils so they can come in, make a little tunnel, and then have something right here. They don't need a whole lot of room. I just want something for them to be able to come inside, get out of the weather, and, you know, have something more for them than what they currently have out there with the kennels. I really don't like that. This in here is doing quite well. It is a well of poo, of course. Well, hello, girls. Oh, I know, you guys are wanting mealworms. I've been feeding them mealworms almost every day, and they are now trained, I guess, to come to me when I am in here, because they think I'm going to give them mealworms, but not yet, girls, not yet. So that's the update on everything that's been going on. Everyone is healthy, everyone is fine. I'm just having some issues trying to move on with life. I guess, I don't know. I've had to kind of like recreate my vision for my life because, you know, the whole dad rug got pulled out from under me completely. So I've been trying to kind of wrap my head around that and just completely reorient myself, I guess. So that's been a bit challenging. I really want to do the cookie thing, but I'll tell you what, guys, I'm almost scared of it. Like, every time I think about putting it out there, I don't know what it is that is freaking me out about it. I feel like I'm almost afraid of the success, I guess, because I'm afraid it'll get bigger than what I can manage. I've got an excellent marketing plan. I've got an excellent pitch. I've got an excellent approach to set my products apart from everyone else's. I know exactly how to go about it, and I'm a little intimidated by it because I am only one person. I only have one oven. It is only so big. I don't have a lot of working capital, so I've bought some packaging and some labels. I've already got that far, but again, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot there that I'm concerned with. So there's that I'm thinking about going with. Of course, we have the woodworking thing, which is starting to go again, but that's just because it's the holiday. I know not to get too excited, because as soon as January hits, man, it's going to bottom out probably worse than it ever has, because I don't know how people are going to pay for Christmas. The other thing that I learned from this festival that we just did, the last two, is that people are strapped, you guys. It's not just me. I've done some videos about, like, you know, how are people making it? Is it just me? What's going on? You know, I've talked about how the business is decreasing. It's not just us, guys. It's not just me. It's not just you. It's everyone. Everyone is feeling the pinch. Everyone is feeling the heat. Nobody spent more than 20 bucks, guys. Everybody was like, it was like $5 and $10 items. If our stuff was priced over 20 bucks, no one bought it. No one bought any one item that was priced at over $20. I don't think anyone even bought a $20 item. So everything that we sold was just like little things. The people that did spend over $20 bought multiple things for, oh no, we did sell 2 things that were $25 each. That's true. Okay, we did do that. But that was another vendor that was sitting right beside us. So that wasn't even an actual customer. That was the vendor beside us bought 2 things for $25 each. But anyway, that was the one thing I noticed, because in a lot of our shows that we've done, like in years past, because again, we took a 3-year gap, we would sell, like, I sell wall art, and that stuff would have sold. Like, those little West Virginias that I had were like $12, and we sold almost all those. So everybody was like, you know, it was like everyone had a $10 limit for their purchases, you know, so on each person. So everyone is feeling the heat. So this is going long. I knew it would, because we needed to spend some quality time together. I understand. For any of you who have never been here before and have made it this far, I applaud you. I also do want to explain that this is Friends of the Feather, and please subscribe. I ramble and show you my chickens. That's about it. Yeah. So anyway, the last thing that I want to close with is something that is kind of crept up over the last month or so, maybe 2 months. But it's this new thing, because you know I'm on about the food thing. It's this new thing that they've started doing. It's called the bioengineered food product. Okay. If you look at the back of probably 90% of the items that are in your pantry right now, if you look right under the ingredients list where it gives you the nutrition facts, you'll see a little thing that says this product contains a bioengineered food product, right? They're actually putting labels for you on their food now so that you know what is going to be toxic for you. If it says this contains a bioengineered food product, throw it away. Do not consume it. Don't touch it. That's what's killing us, guys. It's it's the wheats. So I did a little bit of a dive on this. Not easy, I will say, to find exact information about what they're talking about. How is it bioengineered? Are we talking lab engineered, or are we talking like just tinkered with, like as far as genetics? Like, what exactly are we talking about here? So I've been trying to wrap my head around it. As far as I can tell, there are 16 products that they have identified. Most of them are flours and grains, and I do believe it is in the like the Monsanto thing where they have like the 1-year seeds, but that 1 year will be like bumper crop stuff, like that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that's what they're talking about, is just the genetic trickery, if you will, that's been done with the different wheats and like the alfalfas and like all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's what they're talking about, but I'm pretty sure as well that that's what's making me sick, or was making me sick. And I think that's what's making everyone sick and fat and unhappy and unhealthy. Because when I eat that stuff, and mind you, I've been still trying to stay pretty clear of the stuff that's clearly labeled that it has a bioengineered food product, I feel like crap. Mentally, I have problems. Like, I can't, yeah, it's just not good. So I wanted to put that out there. I'm going to go into more detail at another time about it, because I think it's really important, and I think it's actually kind of strange that they are all of a sudden, it was just all of a sudden, guys, all of a sudden, almost every major brand, I'm telling you, Nabisco, look at the back of your Oreos, look at the back of your Hamburger Helper, look at the back, look at it, just read it, the potato chips, read it. If you read, it's on there, I'm telling you, you will find it. And you will be shocked if if the stuff in your cabinet has been purchased within the last, I'd say 3 months, it probably has that on there. And it's fascinating to me. Like, okay, so one of the times that I fell off the wagon was that I had some Nestle's chocolate chips, Toll House morsels. It's the ones we know and love from Christmases past, right? The Nestle's Toll House morsels. So I had them in my cabinet from where I was making, yes, the chocolate chip cookies. And I was like, I think I'll have me some Nestle Toll House morsels because they're delicious, right? So I get in the cabinet and I grab my Nestle Toll House morsels, and I'm just munching away because I'm thinking it's chocolate, right? Not too bad, you know, some actually real chocolate. I'll eat that. Like, in my normal diet plan, I will eat some chocolate every once in a while. So I'm sitting there munching away on my Nestle's Toll House morsels, and I'm like, man, these things are awesome, you know, loving life, loving life. I look at the back of it just because I'm like, I wonder. It's on there, you guys. It's on there. I was so freaking disappointed. I'll throw that picture in here too. Here you go. So yes, do not assume that just because something is simple, like a chocolate morsel, that you think is like, oh, okay, it's probably some cacao and some sugar and some of the soy lecithin to get it to, you know, stay nice and emulsified, you know, maybe a little bit of cocoa butter, something like that. Hell no, you guys. What could they possibly have in there that is bioengineered? What is it? What could it be? So, deep dive coming soon, guys. I know this has gone long. I do appreciate it. I wanted to do a proof of life video so that you guys do know that I am alive, and I do appreciate the messages. I hope you didn't worry. I'm an idiot. I just kind of, I wish I could map out my brain for you, and then you would understand. I don't really comprehend it, so I can't map it out. But yeah. So yeah, I will try very hard to make more videos. Again, makes me think of my dear daddy, and that whole situation is, it already plagues me. So yeah, there you have it. I will be back. Everything is good. I do promise. Everything is great. So, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.